Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, as you guys can tell. This one is all about when will your desires come true. So I want you guys to think about a certain desire that you guys might have. And once you have that desire in your head, you can go ahead and pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn to. Over here we have pile number 1 and then 2, 3, 4, and 5. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn towards. If you guys like to pick with crystals below the cards, I'll add some on there in just a second. But once you're done choosing your pile, you can scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, so you can skip ahead to your personal reading. But without further ado, let's add some gems below these cards. Alright, so if you guys like to pick with crystals, here are our crystal options. Over here we have some rainbow moonstone. This over here is lapis lazuli. This right here is some numite. This over here is scolecite. And then this over here is chalcopyrite or chalcopyrite. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn to. Once you're done choosing your pile, you can again scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you guys can skip ahead to your personal reading. So without further ado, let's hop right into this. Alright, so group number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about when will your desire come true. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright, so group number 1, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. So we have the World reversed, then we have the 7 of Cups reversed, and then we have the 4 of Cups being reversed. Never fear reversals, guys. Sometimes they have the best messages. So currently from this reading, I'm gathering that currently your desire isn't actually in motion right now because of the fact that we have the World upside down and the 7 of Cups upside down. So this is letting me know, specifically the 7 of Cups being reversed, that you guys haven't fully committed to this desire. And so at the moment, there isn't even a timeline of it really happening quite yet because you need to fully commit to this desire if you guys are going to have it occur in your life. So at the moment, get close to it, get down and dirty with it. You guys need to commit to this desire if you guys actually want it to happen and come true for you guys. And what I mean by that is you need to actually make actions towards creating this desire in your life. Instead of just daydreaming about it, instead of just hoping about it, you need to actually do it. And the reason why you guys might not be committed to it quite yet is because of a belief that maybe it can't exactly happen to you. Maybe there's a belief that it's too good to be true, which is kind of like the 7 of Cups being reversed over here. Maybe you expect that it's not going to work out for you in some sort of way, or maybe you think that it's not going to be as good as you want it to be. So there could be actually, you could even be manifesting it, but you're manifesting a lesser version of this dream because you don't believe it's going to be as good as it's actually going to be. Therefore, there's kind of this feeling of attracting something that's less than what your desire actually is. It might still be sort of along the lines of your desire, but it's not going to be your desire because you don't believe that it's going to be as perfect as you wish it could be. You don't believe it's possible for you. So this is letting me know that you guys need to change that in order to make this desire actually come to fruition. And you also need to commit to the desire because it could also be a lack of commitment to the desire. Maybe you guys haven't actually fully stepped in and put your all into creating it for yourselves. And so, yeah, at the moment, these cards indicate that it is very delayed. It can still happen. The fact that we have the World over here, the fact that we have the 7 of Cups, like this is all telling me that it's totally possible and it can happen for you. It's also going to happen in a very unexpected way when we have the 4 of Cups being reversed over here. Once you guys do get into an alignment, this is going to happen in the most unexpected way. And I do see that it has a potential to happen a lot sooner for you than you might realize. 4 is sticking out to me as a significant number here. We'll see what comes out in the following cards to get a little bit more information, but generally when we have like the Cup cards, these are a matter of months. And so this goal wouldn't actually take you a super long time. It is, since we have the World over here, this is like a commitment that you'd need to be committed to this goal for a lifetime. Okay, so this is a goal that, you know, even once you do get it, there's still a lot more to create thereon after and do thereon after to really have this goal for the rest of your life. So it's a lifelong goal, but it can begin to show signs of working for you in a matter of months if you guys change around your mindset here. The next two cards that we have is Aphrodite and Gaia. All right, so with these cards, the number 2 is here, and then we have 4 and 6, which is a number 1. Is that 4 and 6, or is that a 1 and 6? Oh, that's a 1 and 6. Okay, so 16, which would be 7. All right. Yeah, so you guys need to really commit. The Gaia Earth coming up, this shows that what you guys need to do is even the mundane tasks in order to create this thing to happen. So the reason why you guys might not be fully committed at the moment is because you realize that it takes a lot of work, and maybe you don't exactly even know how to start that, and you don't know how to create and step into doing the big things. But when Earth comes up, when Gaia comes up, this is letting you know that it all starts with planting a seed. It starts with a small idea and then creating baby steps in order to get there. You can't expect to plant a seed and then all of a sudden your beautiful like apple tree is going to be blossomed in the next hour. That's not how it works. So you can't be then picking fruit and doing that part of the job right when you plant the seed. You have to plant the seed and then water it, mend to it, nurture it over the next few months in order to see growth happening before you can start picking off the apples. Because right now I feel like you guys are in this trajectory mindset of how do I get from here to picking apples, but you're missing the whole piece of planting the seed, watering it for, you know, the mundane things, because you have to go out there and water it all the time. It's a committed process. If you guys want to pick the apples off of it, you can't just, you know, skip all that mundane stuff. So in the meantime, if you guys want to create your goal, you need to take the baby steps that are required to get there first. So you guys need to start doing all of those in between non-super fun things that can help you get your desire and help you manifest your desire. So stay on track with it. Yes, some of the in-between stuff might not be that fun, but it's what is required. So you guys need to really commit yourself again to this thing. Earth is a very committed element. It's something that they know the struggle. They're committed to the struggle. Like any Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, they're very committed to getting that thing done. You know, they're committed to taking it slow, doing it the right way. And so that's the advice here, is you need to take it slow and do it the right way. And it can happen in a matter of months if you guys commit to it and start doing this. Your whole life can change in a matter of months here. The Aphrodite romantic love, you need to fall in love with the passions of it. I feel like you guys already have this passion within you for your goal, for your desire. There's like a love here for this desire to blossom, all that kind of jazz. But you need to begin to commit. This is all about commitment. I see commit. You guys need to commit to this thing before it's going to actually come to fruition. But again, it can happen in a matter of months. The next two cards that we have is Flow and Courage. So these two cards, both of them seem very mystical. And so the path ahead might be still a little bit unsure in terms of manifesting your guys' goal, since these two cards are, you know, very deep and dark. They're not deep and dark cards in a sense of the emotion that they give, but just the imagery is very dark. And so this shows that the path ahead is still a little bit unsure. You're not really sure the steps to take. But again, that's why we take baby steps. Any step that we can take, we do it. Okay, so start to do those things. Start to go with the flow of it. Have that courage, have that commitment. Again, this is really telling me commitment over here, and go with it. Do it. Commit, guys. Commit to it. Commit to your goal. Don't let anything else in but. And then the next two cards that we have over here is Good Cheer. Wow, I've had this deck for so long and I've never had this card come out. Wow. Okay, and then Joy. So these two cards are both orange, which is signifying the sacral chakra. And so this is letting me know that you guys, again, need to put your passions towards this. There might be other people involved in this goal. When we have the sacral chakra being a very prominent chakra over here. Again, we have 16 and 16. How weird is that? Oh my goodness, you guys. Get in harmony with your goal. get in the groove of it. Trust it, start doing, take action. Number 1 is all about taking action. It might be an idea that you don't know how it's done, but do it, commit to it. Number 6 is all about the harmony, making it balanced. Continue doing it. Together they equal a 7, which is it's a very spiritual number. It's the number that also rules the media and stuff because it's ruled by Neptune. So again, get your butt out there. Maybe start marketing your idea. Since 16 is about media, if you guys are trying to attract a relationship, this could be indicating that you guys need to go maybe do some online dating. If you guys are trying to start your dream job or something like that, start to research the media behind this dream job. This is reaching out to other people via media or starting your own media, marketing via media, that kind of stuff. So again, media is coming up here for you guys. Maybe you guys want to be in the media, so then maybe that's just confirmation over there. And then the last card that we have is New Moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So this is a very powerful card over here. The new moon in Taurus happens during the month of usually the end of April or beginning of May. That's when we have the new moon in Taurus. That was a really weird sound outside. That could be a sign. I'm just gonna take it as a sign. I don't know what sound that was. I don't know if the microphone picked it up. There was a really weird banging sound outside. Okay, so usually that means confirmation. So we're just gonna go with it. Prosperity lies ahead. So you can complete this goal even if you feel like it's non-completable. You can complete it. You just need to, again, have that commitment because, again, we have the earth signs coming up over here and the heart chakra. So, again, this is all about commitment, putting your passions out into it, pouring those passions into it, and prosperity lies ahead. Again, we're kind of signifying the number 4, which is kind of what I was looking for because for some reason 4 was sticking out to me over here. New moon in Taurus happens in usually the month of April, the end of April or the beginning of May, which is the 4th month. So you might notice some things moving forward in April, or it could be even a year from now, or it could just be around the number 4 or it could even be that you guys are a Taurus and so it's time for starting that new thing, starting that new project, which is why we have the new moon. So come up with some new ideas, some brand new ideas. The fact that we even have like this moon energy in a few of these cards over here, again, is just saying that no, you might not know the whole path ahead of you, but you need to trust and go with the flow of your feelings, the things that make you feel good. Listen to the things that make you feel good and keep going ahead with those things. And again, we have a number 7. 5 and 2 is 7, and we have 2 7s over here. Crazy. So yes, media is coming up a lot in this particular pile. So yeah, somehow there's a connection to media over here. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking really deeply over here. But yeah, you guys need to trust the path even though it's not maybe super clear right now. You need to follow the things that make you feel really good on the inside, and that's going to bring you towards this goal. Okay, so that's all I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 1, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. All right, so group number 2, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about when your goals and desires are going to come true. So let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 2, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. So we start off with the moon being reversed, then we have the 10 of Wands being reversed, and then the Page of Swords right side up. So immediately, there's a bunch of messages that I have in here. Your dream or goal or desire is and could be right around the corner. If not, you guys are currently living it. The Page of Swords is just really giving me that indication, especially with the moon being reversed over here, is letting me know that the path is very illuminated for you right now, although it might not seem that way. Just because these 2 cards, when they're right next to each other, can sometimes mean that we currently feel very bogged down by our circumstances, or we're taking on too much of a responsibility, or we have too much of a weight load behind us, and we feel like walking there is a struggle, or we feel like there's just so much to still do and happen. But I will say that this goal or desire of yours, the Page of Swords is really indicating, because this card moves very quickly. It's one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. Any of the sword cards are very quick. So this goal, dream, desire of yours is right around the corner. You just need to allow yourself to not struggle with the current weight load that you guys have. in terms of getting there. So if you guys feel like something's holding you back, or you feel like there's still so much to do in order to get there, now's the time for allowing yourself to relax a little bit, maybe share the weight load with other people, get other people to help you type of thing, if that's a possibility in your particular situation. I know everyone has a different situation. Again, it's a general reading, so I'm just going to point out all the different things. So this is kind of what I'm seeing for you guys. But again, the Page of Swords, this is right here, right now, right around the corner. As long as you guys kind of take some of the weight off of your shoulders. It might seem like it's still pretty far away for you guys, but it's literally right at your door. If not, you're standing in the doorway of your goal or desire, or it's like right there. But yeah, so I would say this is going to happen in no time. Again, you might already be slightly in it. You might be slightly living it already, but it's just a matter of letting some of the worries go, letting some of the thoughts go, letting go of some of the weight off of your shoulders, and allowing yourself to just breathe and enjoy getting to your goal. Because I mean, the journey might be a little bit hard, you might be facing some struggles, some obstacles, but you guys are pretty much right there. Right there. You guys just need to kind of open up your eyes and see, which is what the moon kind of says over here. So the moon right side up would indicate that the path is dark and you can't really see much. It's still mysterious, but you know you're walking there anyway. The moon reversed usually indicates that more of it is becoming clear, but it can still be a little bit confusing. The moon is always, you know, a little bit confusing because at nighttime it's hard to see everything that's around you. It's a little bit more hidden. So your goal right now might still seem like it's hidden. It might still seem a little bit out of reach. It might still seem like it's not quite there. But the funny thing is I feel like you guys are walking around in the dark and you don't really realize that you're right where you want to be. So this is kind of interesting. So for example, if you guys were on this long, crazy journey and you're walking around in the dark trying to get to a beautiful oasis, not realizing that you're already right next to the oasis, but it's nighttime so you can't really see it. So that's kind of the example that I'm going to use for you guys based on what I'm seeing in the cards over here. So I feel like you guys are definitely there, but you might not see it. Again, you guys are carrying a huge weight on your shoulders, and so it seems like you haven't made it yet. It seems like there's still so much to do before getting your desire or goal, but it's right on your doorstep. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to add 2 more cards to get some more information on here, and we have generosity, and then we have ambition. Okay. Generosity, this is, again, usually when we're generous, we appreciate all that we have and we share that, which is kind of like what the Ten of Swords is indicating. So there might be something that you need to get off your back, share the workload, and feel generous with the things that you have. You know, don't hold them on really tight thinking that everything's your responsibility. I feel like this is more of a sharing card rather than being generous about, you know, all of your resources that people would love to have. I see this more as your workload and being generous and being like, you know what, okay, I'm going to lighten up my load and allow other people to help and collaborate on this project. If that's totally out of the question for you guys, maybe this is just being able to be a bit more generous with yourself. Give yourself a little bit more time to get all of these tasks done. Don't feel super rushed right now, and all that kind of stuff. Ambition over here, bring the ambition back into it. Bring the happiness back into this, because I feel like right now you guys are like, oh, I'm like almost there. You're carrying a lot. There's a heavy load that you guys are dragging behind you in regards to attaining this goal. But it's time to just bring the excitement back into it. If you look at the, especially this face of her on this card, breathe in your passions and your desires and your goals and feel so excited about them. Like, she has this look on her face where she feels like she's just breathing in her passion, breathing in the love, and breathing in the gratitude for everything that's happening. So allow this to motivate your ambition is what I'm really getting. And again, your goal is like right there. So in terms of the question of when you're going to achieve it, it's right on your doorstep, you guys. It's right there. So this is a matter of like days to weeks maybe months max. It really just depends how long you give yourself, but this is really indicating to me that more time should be given towards this in order to return to more of a generous, abundant feeling about this goal. The next two cards that we have over here is openness and solitude. Okay, so these are two very moon-esque looking cards, and we do have the moon over here, which is kind of fun. So solitude over here, this is, again, I'm really getting like giving yourself a little bit more time. Don't feel like you have to rush things. Give yourself some more time. Allow yourself to rest a little bit, because you guys, I think, have been possibly working towards this goal very hard lately, or that you guys have been putting so much energy to so many different things right now. Maybe you guys just have a lot of responsibilities on your plate at the moment, but give yourself some time away to enjoy working towards this goal. And then the openness over here, just be open to whatever happens. Allow this process to be what it is. Your goal is right here. It's on your doorstep. Don't worry too much. The next card that we have over here is courage. Okay, so this card kind of speaks for itself. Actually, we have two different cards of these two cards. I'm not even going to put that one in the middle. Ooh, and they're two purple cards. This is fun. In the last reading that we had, these two cards were the same color as well. They were, I believe, orange, both of these, and now we have two purple ones. So this is kind of indicating, purple indicates, there's some debate on this actually. Some people say purple is the third eye. I believe purple is the crown, personally. So the crown chakra, this is about, again, letting go, being open, being very open to the messages that you might be receiving. Moon is very intuitive, so you might receive some messages intuitively if you just give yourself some time, some solitude to be alone and to maybe meditate. And I feel like you guys are going to receive an answer about how your goal is literally right there, and you'll be able to see how your goal is on your doorstep already. And then abundance, we do have, the gratitude card over here, and like, wow. Okay, so this is, again, breathe in that abundance, breathe in the beauty. It is right there. Have that courage to keep on going, but, don't rush it. Don't feel like you have to take on such a heavy workload. And then our last card is show the world the real you. So this is about even sharing your projects that you've been working on to the whole world. Maybe you guys have been nervous to do that. So show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Beautiful. Okay, so full moon in Aquarius, this happens during the Leo months. So this would be the end of July and beginning of August where the full moon in Aquarius happens. So this might be a significant thing for some of you guys. Again, it is a general reading. We do have a lot of purple happening over here. So this is the crown chakra. This is being very open, very honest, sharing your gifts with the world. Also being intuitive and listening to the messages that you get from the world as well. And yeah, show the world the real you. It's time to finally release all of the things that you've been working on and finally show the world what you've been working on. Get yourself out there, put yourself out there even more in terms of, what you're doing, what you're working on. It's time to show it. It's time to showcase it. It's time to stop hiding it, stop trying to work on it, stop trying to perfect it. It's time to show it. And then also, show the world the real you. That has a deep meaning. I feel like you guys, when you're thinking about those words, I feel like each of you will have a different meaning for this sentence right here. But each of you, I feel like that sentence is very, very powerful for most of you guys out there. Show the world the real you. So think about what that means to you. Contemplate on that if you don't get a message right away, but I feel like you guys will know. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. All right, so group number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about when will your desires and goals come true. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 3, your goal is something that's going to be growing. Okay, so the fact that we have the swords, the cups, and the pentacles over here, this is something that's growing more and more as time progresses. And so your particular goal is something that is going to take a lot of time in order to achieve, but not necessarily. Again, any tarot reading is very changeable for anyone and everyone. This is just reading the current energy and the current way that you guys are going about this current thing, this current goal or situation, and that is going to be the current energy of how it's manifesting because of the way that you are, your current state of being, I guess. So the Two of Swords being reversed, this is usually days, but this is again reversed, so it's kind of like interchangeable. I feel like this is all kind of foggy right now. So in terms of when this is going to happen for you guys, the specific goal that you're inquiring about, I do feel like this is an ongoing life goal that has particular moments of significance that comes up into your life, and also progresses into bigger and better consistently. Although the reversals are kind of indicating that the timeline is a bit wonky at the moment, so I don't feel like there's a very strong energy here quite yet. It does seem quite malleable. That can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. It depends how you guys go about it from here on out. So the good news is that you can make it happen sooner than expected. Bad news is you can also make it happen way later in life than expected. So it all depends where you take this current energy from here, what you do with it from here. If you guys end up committing to it, having a very positive, committed sight with this goal, you guys can make it happen so much sooner, which is what the Two of Cups is indicating over here. If you guys really commit to this certain thing, you're going to notice that there is a very strong connection between you and this goal of yours, and that it's a very there's a lot of energy behind it, and because there's a lot of energy behind it, you can make it happen a lot sooner. And I'm really getting a significance here about if you really commit to this goal, and I mean really put effort towards it and really, really do it, you can make this happen in a matter of months. You could create a significant scenario, a significant what's the word I'm looking for? A significant like step towards it, I guess, or a significant milestone. That's the word I'm looking for. You can create a pretty significant milestone in a couple of months or even in a few months. I'm getting more along the lines of 6 to 8 months if you guys want to create a significant milestone. Though, if you guys aren't putting a lot of effort, a lot of energy towards it, you guys aren't really feeling much, I do feel like there's not really anything here that's going to create it to happen for you at all, which is why these cards do come up reversed over here as well. If you guys decide not to put anything towards this, you'll notice it's not happening in your life whatsoever. If there's a minimal amount of energy towards it, you might notice small things coming up years from now. Years. And I mean like small milestones coming up years from now that take quite a bit of effort. I'm really getting this message through this. So this goal can happen for you, but it requires a lot of energy being put towards it in a passionate way though. When I'm saying this, I'm not saying that that you guys need to put blood, sweat, and tears into this goal in a non-fun way. If it's something that you guys are passionate about, if you guys have a desire, make it happen in the funnest, most passionate way possible and put a lot of energy towards it, but have fun doing it. And you're going to create this in your life, and you guys can create this in your life. Although these are reversed, indicating that if you guys are currently not going to put anything towards it, you'll notice it doesn't happen in your life whatsoever. And you'll probably never see a milestone in it at all, which is why they come up reversed right now. So again, I feel like you guys are at this, not necessarily crossroads, because I feel like even if you didn't do anything about it right now and came back to it in a couple years from now and then started putting effort towards it, you could still create it in your life at that point. But this is just letting you know that if you decide to keep on going through it, hoping that it happens without taking any action towards it, these cards are indicating that it's not naturally going to happen on its own, which is pretty obvious for most people and most things, although sometimes things happen out of the blue for people that they didn't have to put too much effort towards. But these cards are definitely letting you know that the particular goal that you have needs effort. It's not going to happen out of the blue. It needs effort, time, and dedication towards it. So just letting you guys know about that. The next two cards that we have is the future. Ooh, that's a cool card to be coming up. And then we also have flow. All right, so you guys really need to get connected with your future, what you want to create, how you want to see it coming to fruition. So definitely keep that in mind. Keep your eyes on the future. You can have it come into your life. Based on whatever you guys are asking, these cards are indicating, yes, it can happen. The future card is even saying, yes, it can happen, but I do feel like it's quite a bit in the future for most of you guys. It really depends how much energy and dedication you put towards it. And then we also have the flow card over here. And this is indicating that yes, go with the flow of it, but you really need to have your eyes set very straight towards the future. Both of these people are looking this way, which indicates the future, which is the right side. So not necessarily saying that you guys have to look right in order to see anyway, obviously I think most of you guys know that. I don't even know why that came out of my mouth. Anyway, yeah, keep your eyes set towards the future, create the future, and really commit to it. The Two of Cups would be a very strong commitment. And again, I think that's pretty obvious for most of us. If you want to create anything, it requires a commitment. So the next two cards that we have over here is forgiveness and then new beginnings. So there might even be something that you feel like is stopping you guys in terms of feeling held back from your goals or feeling like you can't make them happen. There could be disagreements in your family, disagreements with friends or loved ones about this particular goal that you guys want to reach for. Because I see you guys like reaching for this goal. But it requires letting go of some blocks, some mental blocks. They're all in your head. You don't ever need to listen to other people in order to do something. You don't ever need anyone's approval around you in order to do something or create something. So this really requires getting over some mental blocks over here in order to make it come true. But again, this is a lifelong thing, so I do find milestones will come like one after the other over a few months at a time, maybe even a year at a time. But you guys, it all depends on the amount of energy that you put towards it. If you guys do get over those mental blocks that are holding you back and start that new thing, because I do feel like you guys haven't really fully started this thing yet. And if you guys have, maybe it's just been way on the back burner for a long time again. So this requires a new start, new beginning. And let's see the two other cards that we have. We have romance and then true love come to me. So wow, both love cards. If you guys are trying to manifest love, maybe this is a sign for you guys about, yes, it can happen. I do feel like you'll need to let go of your past though, and then also create a new beginning. So yes, forgive the past, have a new beginning, especially if there's something around love over here for you guys. And then as well, you really, I feel like you guys are this blossoming flower. Even if you guys aren't thinking about love in particular, you're like this seed on a tree and you're only going to blossom when you put water towards it. And allow yourself to be passionate about this thing. Allow your passions to come through. Allow yourselves to really connect with your passions and figure out what your passions truly are. Yeah. Definitely getting that message over here. The last card that we have is time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So with this card, it's time to start giving towards your goals. If you guys have a goal, don't wait around and expect it just to happen. Don't wait around and expect someone else to come and help you attain this goal. Don't look to ride off of the back of somebody else towards your goal. None of that. None of that is going to work for you guys. Just letting you know. Don't wait for something to fall on your lap. Don't look for an easy door to get into your goal. New moon in Virgo is like, it is time to create your own path, your own unique path. That is the only way to your goal. And it's time to put a lot of effort and a lot of work towards it. The new moon in Virgo happens at the end of August or beginning of September, so that might be a significant time for you guys. So definitely pay attention to that. And yes, that is all I'm seeing for you guys. Love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. All right, so pile number 4. Wow, we're already on pile number 4. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be a reading all about when your desires and dreams are going to come true. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Ooh, pile number 4. I'm immediately getting a very significant message from this pile. So I have a question for you guys. Are you guys scared of moving forward in your goal because of how it might affect other people, or what other people might think of your goal? Think about that one for a second. I feel like you guys are scared of it hurting somebody to move towards your goal. And it could even be yourself. So you could even be scared of the way it might affect you to go towards your goal. Somehow you're worried about the consequences of moving towards a certain goal of yours. And so therefore, at the moment, it's not really happening. But, ooh, I got goosebumps. I was about to say something and I got goosebumps, meaning that that is confirmation. 2 years is going to be very significant for you guys 2 years from now. So, yeah, definitely see where you are 2 years from now, because yes, guys, there's something super significant around whatever goal that you asked about or inquired about. 2 years from now, I feel like will be very, very, very significant. But I do feel it requires letting go of the past. It might require of letting go of what other people might think of you. It might require even letting go of your own negative thoughts about it. It might require letting go of old ways of thinking, the old way of doing something. Somehow the past is quite significant, or it could even be your current life right now that you're living, and letting go of that in order to move forward towards your goals. So let go of the way that you think it's going to affect other people. The 8 of Cups, again, is kind of signifying the past and being able to release it. Again, it's kind of a little bit hard, but it's time to let that go in order to move towards your goal. And again, 2 years from now, very significant. I feel like there's going to be very significant progress, if not actually reaching that goal, in particularly 2 years from now when we have the Chariot. And this is, yeah, moving towards that goal with nothing stopping you. The next 2 cards that we have over here is stillness and compassion. Okay, so have compassion towards, of course, yourself or the people that might be offended by you going towards your goal, or whatever the case may be around having to let go of your past. Have compassion for that and know that, yes, you're just doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, and have compassion for yourself. You're going towards where you need to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. No one should be holding you back from anything in your life ever. And then over here we have stillness in the back over here. So if you stayed in the past, it's letting you know that you wouldn't get towards that goal. If you let other people hold you back and you just cater to what other people might want for you, it's going to hold you in a state of like purgatory, where you feel like you can't move anywhere, you feel like you can't get anywhere. So it's time to have, compassion for these people, compassion maybe even for yourself, because maybe it's you that's holding yourself back. Have compassion for that, but know that you need to let it go and it's time to move forward. And again, 2 years from now is going to be very significant for you guys. And then the next 2 cards that we have is delight and truth. So it's time to let the truth out to certain people around you that might be in your life that might be holding you back from a certain desire or a certain goal. It's time to be very truthful even with yourself about this certain desire and goal, and swim in the delight of it. It's time to fly. It is time to do it. It is time to go towards it. The next 2 cards that we have is safe travel and then victory. So travel and Chariot, very connected cards. Maybe you guys want to move somewhere new. Maybe you guys want to travel somewhere. Maybe you guys, something significant around traveling, or it could just be the journey of getting towards your goal is going to be all Gucci. Don't worry too much about, maybe you guys have to leave something significant behind. Maybe you guys are leaving behind an old job where you guys feel very scared about, ooh, am I making the wrong decision? am I going to stab myself in the back by making this decision? No, you're not. The journey there is going to be fine. These cards are just letting you know that. The fact that we have Chariot right side up is very, very good. You guys will achieve your goal, absolutely. The fact that we even have the Victory card over here. And then the last card is very significant, guys. It's what we have just been talking about this whole time. This is a very powerful reading. This message is so clear and so obvious. Yes, the last card that we have, South Node, don't let your past hold you back, which is exactly what we've been talking about in these cards. So don't let your past hold you back. Go full force into it. Don't be scared of how it might turn out. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to get to your goal as long as you focus on that and let go of the past, let go of other people's opinions. Don't let the past hold you back. Go towards it. 2 years from now, I do feel like there's going to be significant progress in the goal. If not, you guys will have achieved that goal. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 4. If you guys enjoyed this reading, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. All right, so pile number 5, if you guys chose this one, this is going to be your reading all about when your dreams and desires are going to come true. So let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 5. Here's what we have for you guys. We start off with the Devil right side up, then we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the 5 of Cups being reversed. So immediately I'm getting the message that you guys are giving into your negative thoughts about you can't do this, or this will never happen to you, or your dreams are too big and unrealistic, which is kind of like the negative things that our mind sometimes tells us in order to keep us safe. It's what the ego sometimes comes in and says, and usually that's a survival mechanism. I'm not going to get too much into biology and why the human brain does that sometimes, but essentially what's happening for you guys right now is you're giving too much into that. Therefore, your dreams and desires are actually on hold. You're almost being repressed from creating whatever dream or desire that you guys have inquired about. So at the moment, it's being held back entirely, which you guys need to let go of toxic habits, let go of toxic behaviors that are keeping you from doing things that would help you get towards your goal or desire. So currently, maybe you guys are in certain habits, certain routines, a certain way of living that you're not taking any steps towards this goal at all. Even if you think that you are, somehow steps aren't being taken at all. Or you guys are giving way too much into the belief of it'll never happen to me. I can't actually do it. So then even when you guys do take steps towards it, you're always kind of subconsciously holding yourself back because of the fact that you guys believe that it won't happen to you guys anyway. So in order to attain this goal that you guys inquired about, you need to get over this. This is the biggest thing holding you guys back. At the moment, there's not a timeline of when it's going to exactly happen for you guys, which is why these next 2 cards are upside down, because of the fact that you guys are being held back right now by current habits and routines that stop you from actually doing anything productive, or you just believe that it won't happen to you anyway, therefore you kind of sabotage any progress that happens. So time to get over that first. The next card, the 9 of Pentacles being reversed. She is independently living in her desire when she's right side up. When she's upside down, she feels like she can't do it herself. She doesn't have enough confidence in herself to do it, which is, I'm only saying her because there's a female on this card, but this applies to any sex. I do want to say that. It doesn't matter who you are, but it's just there's a female on this card, so that's why I'm referring to female. But anyway, yeah, there's not enough confidence here. You guys need to have confidence in yourself in order to create it to happen. Otherwise, it just won't happen. The 5 of Cups being reversed over here, stop being pessimistic. Look at the abundance in front of you. Look at the positives. You guys can do this. This card being upside down indicates that you guys can do this if you guys have an optimistic outlook and start looking at the things that do work for you. And you guys need to start putting time towards this. The next 2 cards that we have is Inexperience and Water. So Inexperience, this card indicates that you guys haven't put enough time or effort to even learn about this thing, or given enough time to experience and, just learn things about attaining this certain goal or have experience in this certain goal or field. Yeah, Persephone. I actually really love Persephone's story. If you guys are interested in Greek mythology. Highly recommend Persephone's story. It's actually very beautiful. Most Greek mythology stories are actually kind of dark in their own sort of way, but actually she's probably my favorite story out of most of them that I've heard anyway. So yeah, Persephone, there's some inexperience here. She's actually the one that gets taken by Hades, which is technically the devil. And so right now I feel like you guys are kind of being told what to do in your life, or maybe you've been told so much that you can't attain these certain dreams, therefore you feel like you can't, or you've seen too much of that it doesn't work out, therefore you guys just feel like it won't work out. It's time to get over that influence and time to push towards learning new things, go with the flow, water, heal. This is all about healing. Water is all about healing emotional things. So time to let go of the past to actually create this in your future. You can do this because the devil's actually an illusion. So this card talks about illusions that hold us back. It's an illusion that you guys cannot make this happen. That's an entire illusion. Once you guys let go of that, these cards would be working in your favor, essentially. So let go of those old beliefs, heal that, and let's see what we have in the future over here. We have stand still, and then we have love. Okay, so this is quite significant. Stand still being over here. If you guys stay stuck in this current inexperience, the devil, you're gonna stay in this standstill state of nothing is happening. The goal is not going anywhere. If you guys heal, you find love, you blossom out of that, you realize that the potential that you hold in yourself, the true potential that you have. This over here is an angel number. 33 is always, any repetitive number is an angel number. So this is saying that with passion, with desire, with love, with collaboration, with friendship, positive ones, good influencing ones, you can create this desire. Let's see our next two cards. We have healing, of course, and then we have creativity. Get creative, put your passions in here, find that blossoming love that you have for this particular goal, and it's going to begin happening for you guys. Oh my goodness. And again, we have 33. If that isn't coincidental enough, I don't know what is. Huge angel numbers right here. This is time to heal and create. And again, we have healing over here, which is exactly what we're talking about. Heal this area. Heal the fact that you believe you can't. Heal the bad habits and routines that are holding you back from doing. And hop into that creative mindset and start doing. And our last card, very significant. Have faith in your dreams, guys. Waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Let that speak for you. This is exactly what we're talking about. Stop thinking that you can't do it, because you can. Have faith in that. Begin the creative process of doing it, and you'll be on the road to actually creating a timeline for yourself. And once you start doing that, I bet you're going to be drawn to a different pile in this reading, and you're going to actually get a timeline. Because this one currently doesn't have a timeline. You're letting this hold you back too much. But if you step into this, all of a sudden you're going to create a timeline of it happening for you. Have faith in your dreams, start doing it, all that jazz. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me and hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.